Akademiks, can't ride no wave.
Out streams and mentions Drake, it only says Drake shouted them out. That's it. Hear what Charlotte says to me, right? Listen again.
I really think it started with the Kendrick and Drake thing.
Listen.
Privately, give
Listen
him
to
a heads
this.
up on things, because what I would think you would do with that information is get in front of whatever this is. and
Listen.
shit.
A couple of entities.
All
They've
this-
been
all
giving
this shit-
Rock Nation.
Here we go. Remember, listen.
All of this shit came a week or two after I called you. All of these Wall Street Journal articles, all of
But
these.
none of them are mentioning the people who you're talking about.
Can I read this particular article about George? Can I read this?
Where are you gonna read it from?
Can I read this?
Yeah, from what site? Just say the site one more time.
InverseWire.com, which is a very reputable site. You're trying to convince the worldwide nigga that it's not.
This is realnews.com.
You're trying to convince the worldwide nigga.
Yeah, okay, chat. I'm gonna show y'all something right here, and this you're gonna realize this whole media shit is fake. Remember I told you go to this website InverseWire.com. I said it's kind of odd that this article is up here from like 4 weeks ago. It's still at the top. Any news website would have recycled their top story, but it's still up there about pay no attention to the Grand Wizard. This is an article pretty much about Grand Wizard. It just uses Drake and Aiden as a thumbnail. Yeah, what does Charlamagne say? Let's go back. Charlamagne, this is why you keep getting these gotchas, right? You got to stop lying, Charlotte. I love you, but you got to stop lying. Here we go.
Convince the worldwide nigga that it's
Here we go.
Can I read this? Can I read this?
Yeah, from what site? Just say the site one more time.
InverseWire.com, which is a very reputable site.
InverseWire.com, which is a real reputable site. Charlamagne the God, the guy who's involved in politics, who's interviewed goddamn Kamala Harris, I think even Joe Biden. You see what he's saying is a reputable site. Inverse Wire, we're on it. I told you the article on there. The date of publishing was June 17th. It's still on their front page. Let's do a little research, chat. Everybody could do this. You go to a website called whois.com. This is going to give you the info about every website in the world. Whois.com. Y'all could do it yourself. Let's go to domain or IP and type in inversewire.com. When you type that in, it says the fucking website was registered on 5/13, 2 days before Drake album dropped, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. This is what I'm dealing with in the media. Mad reputable. How's it mad reputable? Nobody ever heard of it. No, it's mad reputable. It was registered 2 days before Drake album dropped. Come on, bro. Yo, I'm telling y'all, yo, where my belt? Y'all gonna keep getting belt to ass when y'all keep lying like this. How many more do I gotta debunk? Look, registered on. Come on. Like, come on, bro. The website was set up 2 days before Drake's album went out. Why? Clearly a smear campaign versus the niggas they feel is giving a belt to ass. Bro, chat, do I need to say more? Let's go back to Charlamagne's own words. Let's go back. Every time I keep exposing them. Yo, Rock Nation, Jay-Z, and your stupid ass employees. Y'all can't do nothing with me. You hire a bunch of illiterate motherfuckers. And as soon as y'all try to get over this dumb shit, nigga, I expose y'all again. Stop it. How do you get caught in this very reputable website? Nigga was established 2 days before Drake's album. Nigga, what are you talking about?
I called you. Can I read this particular article about George? Can I read this? Can I read this?
Yeah, from what site? Just say the site one more time.
InverseWire.com, which is a very reputable site. You're trying to convince the worldwide nigga that it's not.
This is realnews.com.
You're trying to convince the worldwide nigga that it's not.
Who's the author of that one?
I'll tell you right now. The author of it his name is
I think you
Dalton Jackson, senior systems and culture writer. Systems, media, incentives, and the architecture underneath modern culture. That's who wrote this article.
Sounds like a lot of word salad for. This is my own independent blog. It's a Substack. Go ahead.
I'm gonna read this, and
I called it out on the spot, nigga. Yo, shout out to my nigga in the chat who just put us up on game. I'll tell you where I just got that exposure from. Somebody in the chat just said, we just checked the site. Yo, this shit was just registered 2 days before Iceman came out. Iceman came out on 5/15. They registered a site to print something defaming, bringing down, alluding that Drake is a criminal on 513. And Charlamagne is the only nigga in media talking about it, claiming it's mad reputable. What are we talking about? But according to them, there's nobody who's an opponent. Come on, bro. What are we talking about? Chat. This is like the 6ix9ine interview. Can I put my glasses back on? Can I put... Yo, come on, chat. Chat. You see what I'm dealing with in hip-hop media. By the way, you know what's funny? We're at the point in the interview, he's about to say, I'm crazy. Charlamagne's about to say, yo, you sound manic right now. While he just told me he's reading from a reputable website that got literally established 2 days before Drake's album came out. Like, come on, bro.
Jackson, senior systems and culture writer, systems, media, incentives, and the...
He's reading down this nigga's like fucking thing. All right. Chat, this shit is crazy. Let's click on the article, right? We'll click on the article. We click on the article. This is Dalton. Oh, come on, bro. All right, man.
Architecture underneath modern culture. That's who wrote this article.
Sounds like a lot of word salad for. This is my own independent blog. It's a Substack. Go ahead.
I'm gonna read this, and we can move on from this, honestly. But I'm gonna read you this. I just want to know what you think about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
By the way, chat.
Here's where the loop closes on itself and gets genuinely strange. The lawsuits allege those rigged casino winnings weren't only for show; they were a laundering rail. Money allegedly moved.
Chat. You go to the website. I think Dalton wrote every article. I think every article he wrote. June 23rd, LeBron farewell. Let's see who wrote it. Okay, there's another person. There's a Jay-Z article. I got to see who wrote it. By the way, I'm doing this in real time, so there's no Jay-Z reasonable doubt. Okay, there's actually another guy in there. But ain't it ironic it only pops up 2 days before? Who's this guy? This guy who writes an article bigging up Jay-Z, Jay-Z reasonable doubt, hits 30 and hip hop still taking notes. Let's click on him. You click on him, his last article is Drake aged himself down. Interesting. So ironically, this is a website that is shitting on Drake, bigging up Jay. Interesting. His tagline is tracking internet culture before it hits mainstream. Let's go to this Dalton nigga now. Which, by the way, again, it's weird that this is the same. It's still on the front page. Let's go click on this nigga. Systems, media, incentives, and architecture underneath modern culture. This guy right here. Nigga, it even looks like an AI picture, bro. Like, yo, nigga, this even looks AI, my nigga. This shit look like an AI. It looks AI. Bro, it looks AI. This is like where come on, yo, chat. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I know there's a lot of people in the media, whether y'all like me or not, I get it, cool. But this is a true test of whether y'all are sheep and whether y'all are idiots. Because y'all should be able to just vehemently call out certain... You know how since we call out that Jeremy nigga, we haven't seen him since? Haven't seen him since. As soon as you call these niggas out as liars, they just disappear like poof. There's no comeback. There's no apologies. They just poof. Never be seen again. Dalton Jackson. Does anyone have his socials? Does anyone has his socials? Does anyone has Dalton Jackson's socials? I'm looking for a LinkedIn. I don't see it. I look for LinkedIn. Dalton Jackson, Inverse Wire, LinkedIn. 60 plus Dalton Jackson profiles. None of them go back to that. Yo, this is an evil world we live in, bro. This is an evil fucking world we live in, gang. This is an evil world we live in. That's what I'm going to tell y'all, chat. This is an evil fucking world we live in, bro. This is an evil fucking world we live in. If you go back on the Who Is page, you can't find the person who actually registered it. It just goes to this company, which is a hosting company. If you type in this and you search this, it's gonna bring you to the information about where this thing is hosted. If anybody knows about website, you probably are familiar with Bluehost, GoDaddy. That's US based, like, website hosting companies. This website that Charlamagne is quoting, listen to what it says. The official corporate entity and ICANN accredited registrar, is headquartered in Lithuania. So they're using a Lithuania hosting company. If you're a regular outlet in America, like, I don't know, shit, is there a hip hop page these days? I don't know. But CNN wouldn't try to host their servers in Lithuania. With over 490 employees, the company generates and operates globally for core services: share hosting, cloud hosting, VPS domain registration, and AI website building. InverseWire.com. The shit was registered 2 days before Drake's album dropped. Y'all got it.
Through State's encrypted tipping feature, described in the complaints as a wholly encrypted and substantially unregulated tool, perfect for pushing untraceable crypto to people you'd rather not be caught paying. And who got paid? Bot operators. The suits claim the proceeds financed streaming farms that pumped out millions of fake plays of Drake's catalog, bending Spotify's algorithm, faking a culture-wide consensus, manufacturing the very stardom that made the casino deal valuable in the first place. A rigged casino generates fake wins. The fake wins fund fake screams. The fake screams manufacture real fame. The real fame sells the casino. A perfect circle that never once touches reality. Which brings us finally to the man behind the curtain, who you genuinely cannot make this up, goes by Grand Wizard. George Wynn, an Australian named as a defendant, allegedly runs the Akademiks TV account and operates in chat under that handle. The filings cast him as the operational hinge, the guy who converts the state crypto to cash, liaisons with the bot vendors, and coordinates narratives. The paid clips, the manufactured praise, the slander of rival artists, the synthetic chat hype that makes a stage moment feel organic. And per the leaked chat logs, the complaints lean on, the wizard wasn't freelancing. He was allegedly taking his marching orders straight from Drake and DJ Akademiks. The hype man for the hype was himself a hire.
Okay, can I respond?
Chat, I'm legit starting to think that's a AI built website that was meant to be a hit piece on Drake. That was this is how, they think like clipping is bots. Like, that's one of the first things. It's like, clipping is not bots. Those are real people. Actually, in any clipping campaign, they're going to tell you, if you bot anything, you're banned. You're getting out of here. You're not getting paid. I now do believe that they created an AI website that they are going to pass through Charlamagne as very reputable to have us fooled because, of course, we weren't going to Google and do a who is, domain name search and realize that shit was actually created 2 days before Drake Iceman dropped.
Respond to that?
Please.
Okay. Now, this is why I said you're doing a media sleight of hand.
I'm just reading what they wrote. This is none of my words. I'm not even saying I believe this shit.
Wait. No. So we're going to have a conversation.
Okay.
The Wall Street Journal article you read, they actually did some investigative research.
Now, what I'm saying makes sense. I said Wall Street Journal article actually did investigations. But none of that got to do with us because they're talking about poly market. This inverse wire shit you keep saying that's very reputable, all they're doing is summing up lawsuits and allegations. What chat? Don't Chat GPT just sum up some good shit for y'all? Yo, just sum it up. Just sum it up. You literally are going to hear me say they're just basically putting in paragraph format.
What this guy basically is reading that you keep quoting, he's taken 3 to 4 lawsuits.
6, according to the article.
Whatever. Okay, 6. And he's just putting that in paragraphs.
What's wrong with you should read? What's wrong with reading?
Charlotte, because if everybody took every allegation against you that was a civil lawsuit and then wrote your profile
That's
and
what
said,
they do.
According to Charlamagne, this is how he acts. He does this. You'd be like, listen, are we going to add some context to it? So if we want to go through it, because that sounds like a decently, might be Chat GPT. That guy doesn't look like he's doing too much investigation.
Could you stop?
No, I'm serious.
No, you see how Charlotte laughed? I said it might be Chat GPT. Look, nigga, I called it in the moment, nigga.
To it. So if we want to go through it, because that sounds like a decently, might be Chat GPT. That guy doesn't look like he's doing too much investigation.
Could you stop?
No, I'm serious.
See?
I don't even know him. You didn't even see him.
Hold on. Wait, because he hasn't done any research beyond those things. And
no, you got to read this whole article.
Hold on.
This is a good article.
I have.
Okay.
But everything he's alleging, like
when you read it, when you read these articles, how come you don't take that to your screen?
No.
And have these
because
conversations with your audience?
All right, so I'm having it with you.
Okay.
I'll tell you I was bullshit.
Okay.
And I want to ask you what you believe. And don't do I don't know what to believe. Do you believe, right? Let me give you something on clipping. Clipping is the most normal and it's the most effective way to promote anything these days. I'm telling you these things as facts.
Yeah.
Epic Records just dropped the budget over $100,000 in the last 3 days because Future dropped it. That's a clipping campaign. This is how you need to post Future. This is whatever. We want to make this big. Don't mention this. Don't mention that. Goes to Clippers. I have access to. I know the biggest Clippers. That's not money to me, but I know about it. The labels are doing it. So the labels put money in Clippers' hands.
What that got to do with this illegal shit that they're being accused of, though?
Because,
I'm with you on the Clipper
no. Because
there's nothing illegal about clipping.
No.
But if you're paying Clippers to do illegal shit, then it can become illegal.
Okay. And what I'm trying to tell you is that if I'm telling you this, I'm pulling back the curtain. I'm telling you labels would just pay a Clipper. Why the fuck would the biggest artist in the world, Drake, need illegal gambling or online gambling and George to buy the streams? Does that make sense, Charlamagne? Come on, my bro. It's yes or no, bro. Come on.
Listen, I literally said,
I'm telling you what's happening with Future.
If you listen to Brilliant Idiots, I said this. I said, I'm going to even shoot Drake some bail. I said, sometimes you can be involved with people and not know exactly what they got going on. You can be using these clippers to push your narratives. You could be using these clippers to promote your songs, but these clippers might also be involved in some other shit. No, I'm not.
No. Charlotte, what I'm saying to you, everything you're reading that this guy is writing that came from these civil suits, I want to address it. It is false.
Like, do you think? So you're asking? Do I think Drake would be doing this?
Drake is not doing it.
Okay.
Republic Records, which is his label, ain't doing it.
That's a lie.
Republic Records is botting Drake's music through Stake. Because that's what it alleges.
I don't know. I'm saying,
we're going. You said it was a good article.
When it comes to using the clippers to push narratives,
okay,
and make yourself look larger than life.
Okay, so we're going off the article that you say your man Dalton did, right? And I'm saying that
he mentioned a bunch of different things clippers are doing, not just the streaming.
But let's talk about the illegal ones because I just mentioned legal ones. The Future shit's legal.
Okay,
that's legal. You're saying, well, what about this illegal stuff? Okay, so let's talk about what could be illegal, right? Yes, theoretically, it could be illegal if there is money being transferred, sent back and forth through countries
Especially
to
if it's
bot
crypto.
streams.
Especially if it's
Yeah,
crypto.
but crypto is not a crime. It's
If you're-
having
if-
crypto.
if-
Do you have cryptocurrency?
No. If you're not reporting,
That's why you think that.
if you're not if you're not reporting it in Australia,
How would you
if
know?
you're doing it, if you're doing it,
would you
if
know
you're
what he's
doing it through tipping features,
how would you know what he's reporting or not?
oh, but the people investigating them probably do.
Did Dalton make?
I have no idea.
Surely you say you've read these things.
Did you see the other article in the age.com, Australia?
With
The ones that said they put the investigators on them, the one that said,
with no new info.
But it don't matter if it's new or not. The thing I be wanting to know is how come you're not having these conversations with your audience?
Because I'm trying to have it with you, and
no,
you
no,
can't
no,
even
no.
keep
But you say you're so transparent.
No, Charlotte.
Okay.
I've spoke about these lawsuits because they filed them against Drake and Aiden before. I've said they're bullshit.
But do you tell the people what they're actually being accused of? It's one thing to explain the clipping. It's one thing to
we
explain.
go through the art.
I've never seen you go through the article.
I've
never seen you go through an article.
I went through it. I went through one of them. But the allegations, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Mention the specific allegations, and then we could speak as
I
people.
just did.
Okay. And I just told you. I said, so do you believe that Drake is money laundering his earnings or whatever through a online gambling casino to get his streams inflated? Does that even sound right?
No, but I think George might be. I think George might be involved in doing
So
that. So
why the hell would so now the allegation that Drake is doing it? Okay, so we're getting Drake out of the way. I bet. So Drake's out of the way. Why would George do it?
For money.
So who would he be doing it for?
I have no idea.
If he's doing it for, he's not is he a musician?
No, but it could be a musician paying him.
Who do you think is paying? You're saying that there's things here, but now we're assuming a crime.
I ain't assuming nothing. I'm just reading the article, giving you information.
But when we're talking about what's there, you don't even have anything you could like properly fall back on and say.
I just read you everything. These people, this is
the main
foundation.
accusation, you just agreed with me that you don't believe Drake is doing that.
Well, let me say this.
So give me another accusation.
No. Let me say this. It's hard for me to think Drake would do that. That's honest. That's honestly how I feel.
Wait, what?
It's hard for me to.
Charlotte's a media legend, man.
It's hard for me to think that Drake would do that because why would he have to?
He's not.
But that doesn't mean he's not. And I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just telling you what these allegations are saying. And I'm telling you that your boy George is in the middle of all of these allegations and he was being investigated. And apparently he told investigators he gets his marching orders from Ak and Drake. That was the original genesis of this whole shit. Me calling you privately to tell you that.
Charlotte,
why y'all decided to blow it up and make it this thing? I do not know.
You told me 5 different reasons, and that was confusing. That's why I felt like you was a Roc Nation employee trying to do a psyop.
Did you hear when I also said
you said it's about narratives? You said it was about hate campaigns. Then you said it was politics, and then you said it was crypto.
No. The first time I called you, I said that it was politics. But what did I say? I said, but I'm looking at this shit. And I don't see no political payments. It's just a bunch of music payments. I said, the shit I heard Jeremy say, I don't even have that information. So either way, I'm just giving you information. I'm just giving you the heads up. I'm just letting you know that some shit is out there. Some shit may be coming. And all of this shit.
If somebody sent me your tax returns for the last 3 years and I read out verbatim and you're like, nigga, how'd you get that shit? And I'm not forthcoming about it. At some point, you got to be like, nigga, you're in cahoots with
if you told that's not true. That's ridiculous. If you told me I don't know, I will find out because we're in media.
Yeah,
you don't get anonymous tips.
Charlotte.
Answer.
Yes.
You don't get anonymous tips. You don't get mad random shit sent to you,
but
and you don't know where it came from.
But I will say, at the point where now,
listen, this week alone, I heard you talking to people who was getting mad random shit from people saying, this is just a source. This is just a source. This is just a source. Have I asked you once who the source was?
Yeah, but you haven't. But hear what I'm trying to say. At a certain,
do you even know who the source is?
Well, there's a few sources. Trust me.
Do you know? Be honest. Do you know who these people are?
One of them I've heard about.
Okay.
A bunch.
Okay.
Other people, you'd have to do some research.
So that's my point.
Hear what I'm saying, though?
All right.
If it was something, if I was going to call you to give you the heads up, I'm finding out who that is. I'm going to be like, yo, so this chick over here that know this person.
Yo, chat, we got a research team on it. They're saying Dalton Jackson It's looking like 95% is coming back to AI. No one can find this guy on social media. You look on this site, it says this person has written 151 articles. Okay? 151 articles since May 15th or May 13th. That's when the website was brought up. Let's click on something else. Let's find one of these other people who write. Let's find. We want to find another article. We had found another person. Let's see. Is it this? Still Dalton Jackson. We're trying to find another one. Let's go to this one. Jackson Miller. I'm gonna take a break, bro. This shit is AI, bro. Rock Nation got an AI. Look, the last thing by Jackson. Look at Jackson Miller. Let's just look at Jackson Miller for a second, and then just remember what Charlamagne said. Let me just have y'all look at Jackson Miller for a second, okay? I'm just gonna get some water real quick. The reputable website. Come on, bro. Charlamagne used the AI website, bro. Yo, how does Rock Nation and Charlamagne keep getting caught like this? Yo, you own part of the casino. Not been told y'all. No, you didn't. Yo, here's a reputable website. Bro, it's AI. It's fucking AI. Oh my God, bro. There's another guy. Let's go find the other guy. There's another guy that was on the website too. Hold on. Brianna Lawson. Nigga, is this Janae Aiko? Yo, bro. I'm done with this shit, man. Yo, this shit is some shit, man. This is some shit. Claudia Martinez. Really? Okay. Matt Clement. We can't even click on him. It just goes to Inverse Sports. Oh, you want to see Matt Clement? This is Matt Clement right here. You know why I keep telling Jay-Z? Yo, Jay, I'm going to offer an olive branch to you. The motherfuckers you have being your mouthpieces, pause, they're so bad at their jobs. That's what I was saying. When Wayno slipped up, I was like, yo, Wayno, I think you read the part that they told you not to read. Like, yo, what's up with you? Yo, Rock Nation has like the worst hires of PR. They're using blatant AI. They're reading the quiet part out loud. They get exposed every single time. This shit look like a GTA photo, bro. Bro, are y'all serious? Yo, are y'all serious? Y'all sent a AI website to Charlamagne for him to use? Both of the Jacksons, they both are Mississippi? What the? Nah, this is insane, bro. This is insane. This is insane, y'all. Dalton Jackson. Yo, Charlamagne, you're good, bro. Charlamagne is fucking good. Charlamagne is good, bro. Charlamagne is good. Two Jacksons. Dalton Jackson and Jackson Miller. No, that's insane. That is insane. They got a right up here that look like clavicular and another one that look like Janae Aiko. This shit is bananas, man. Yo, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. Yo, never in a million years I would be thinking what I'm up against is like just they're using AI, but they don't even use the smart version. They use some dumb shit. They're flat out lying. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. Yo, chat, after this, because I know there's still some people, because I was reading comments on this video. They're like, yo, why does Ak care so much? Like, damn, Ak is beefing with himself. If you still think that, you got it.
Just go look at this person.
Ak, you didn't give me any time. You didn't give me time to do nothing. I told you that I was going to set up a conversation with you and Rock Nation. That we talked on a Friday for 2.5 hours.
Sure, like,
by Saturday,
if that's not the put the banana in the tailpipe move, like, come on. Like, you think Rock Nation is going to be like, all right, we're done beefing with this guy. Charlotte came here. Let's have a call.
Why not? That's like, yo, if there's actual issues.
Did you talk to them?
All right, you know what I said. What have they said?
If there's actual issues.
See, that's also where I get them. Okay, fuck it. You know, me and you done talked. You say those are your friends. What have they said?
A lot of times actual issues can just get resolved with communication. And by the way, we talked for 2.5 hours. You gave me a lot of intel that I didn't have on a lot of stuff. You gave me intel on the little baby shit. Okay. And then we started talking about Rock Nation. I'm like, yo, what's up with you and Rock Nation? Why do you go so hard at Rock Nation?
So can I ask you, because everything
Did you tell the people what you told me when I asked you that though?
What?
Because you didn't tell me all of this shit about depositions and all that shit like that. You told me that.
What?
You said, I feel like a lot of us online feel like if somebody big is coming at us.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Then we got to be with somebody big too. Which is Drake.
No.
That's exactly what you said to me.
I told a nigga media is divided. I said, yo, the same people who don't like Nicki, don't like Drake, don't like me, don't like Tory. It's one of the reasons, you know, me and Nicki don't really get along like that. But we happen to be in the same boat where, like, whatever, like, I'm pretty sure Nicki want to get online and be like, Ak is a bitch ass nigga. I might get online and be like, yo, shut the fuck up. You always hating on somebody. I'm pretty sure that's me and Nicki if we would ever, like, get into it back and forth. The worst shit she's ever said to me is, yo, I'm going to get my husband to fuck you up. That's it. All of our mutual ops are operating beyond where you can see them. And trust me, they've already got a few people on this side locked up. That's what I tell Charlamagne later. I think they will get somebody killed. Put it like this. Me and Nicki got an op so big that me and her problem is not even like that big no more. It's true. It's honestly true. And it's not like me and Nicki friends. It's just that, yo, this one op right here, we got to both squabble. Yo, it's one of those things where I'm looking at the barbers. I'm like, I don't really fuck with y'all. No, y'all don't fuck with me. But we gonna get back to beefing after we get this motherfucker over here. You got to team. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got to team up a bit for Rock Nation.
Repeat what I said.
Okay.
I said, these days, what online is, because now everything they try to throw me into, they throw Drake into like we're teammates, right? Drake's my man. He gave me a chain like that's my man. But you know, I was just a big fan of his. I supported him doing some really tough moments in his career. That's why I got to change.
Okay, I'm talking about same over here. Okay. I've never liked Drake's music. You know that.
All right, bet.
So who could pay me to hate Drake?
We never said that. What I'm saying is that now the internet is breaking where there is teams.
And I think that's silly.
Well, it's not about if it's silly or not. Is it happening? These days, you're realizing the people who are super pro Jay-Z, they're usually shitting on Drake. The people who are usually pro Drake, they don't give a fuck about whether it's Kendrick or...
Well, shouldn't we be better as media personalities? Why do we fuel that? Like, we should know that, hey, you can have your opinion about an artist. I can have my opinion about an artist. That don't mean the fan bases got to hate each other. That's some Republican Democrat shit.
Yeah, but all this, I told you, it started with Kendrick and Drake.
That's
hip-hop
dumb,
is
though.
never...
You help fuel that too.
How I help fuel that?
You help fuel that divide because
keep in mind the first time George was mentioned, they pulled up on me at a concert.
Because instead of just letting Drake get belt to ass, right?
You think I'm gonna let my man get jumped? I know
that's crazy.
By the way, thank you, yo. Make sure you clip this, Grand. Clip this. This is what not only Jay-Z and Rock Nation think. This is what Charlamagne think because he's saying it. But this is what Kendrick's team also think. They wanted me to get out the way that they could done Drake completely. That's what their beef is with me. They're like, yo, bro, we had him down. Yo, you know, it's one of them ones where they're beating the nigga's ass, and then his one friend ain't even that tough, but he come help out, and the nigga got a chance to get back on his feet, and he's like, oh shit, you with me? All right, let's fight these niggas. They're blaming me for actually not just backing up and saying, fuck Drake. That's what they're blaming me for. Trust me. That's why they mad at me, nigga. They actually, when that nigga Dave Free was saying to me, he basically was saying, yo, Ak, why you just don't let us do it to this nigga? Like, why you keep trying to defend him? That's why half the industry mad at me.
Because
keep in mind, the first time George was mentioned, they pulled up on me at a concert.
Because instead of just letting Drake get belt to ass, right?
You think I'm gonna let my man get jumped? I know
that's crazy.
Y'all were trying to let him get.
But instead of just let the
there was
rappers
a lot of coward niggas in media. Too.
But let the rappers rap. Like, listen.
No, it was bigger than that.
Okay.
Because a lot of people at that point, like, I know that feeling when niggas think you done and niggas feel like it's okay to kick it back in. And okay, Drake, we get it with the battle, right? Drake and Kendrick. But I seen media personalities gloat. Maybe they wanted an interview, or maybe they were promised an interview. And that was the moment they're like, all right, fine, we got him.
So
they picked
that's life.
Okay, no, it's cool. So all right.
So he's basically saying, why did not let Drake just get finished? Yo, you see how niggas is. So what? So what if niggas just switched up? So what if they just wanted Drake to be finished? Why do you have to try to help him? Like, what? Yo, you see what I'm dealing with? All
right, so cool. So they picked their side. What I'm saying is that not because my man bleeding out, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna just be on y'all side now. No, we fight till the end.
You don't have to be on no side. You still a Drake fan. Objectively, you could say, yo, Drake lost the rap battle. It don't matter. Drake gonna still be Drake. That's what I said.
The entire media was kicking his back, and what I said is
he got beat. If somebody walked in here right now, if two guys walked in here and jumped on me and you, and we got our ass kicked, the internet would be gloating. They'd be like, finally, somebody fucked up DJ Akademiks, somebody fucked up Charlamagne the God. That's the way the game goes.
It was more than just about the rap battle. The narratives too. It's
what
one of
the
the
narratives?
It's the reason why he was suing. Like,
I didn't like that. Because the reality is, it's a rap battle. They both said foul shit about each other. They both said defile.
But let me ask you a question. And this is when I think people start realizing how powerful the media is, right? Did any of those narratives that came from the battle? Because I think people like you would want the audience to believe that Drake legit just took 2 years before this Iceman situation that he's just back number one again, just because. A rap battle. No, there was narratives.
That's another false narrative.
There was narratives that spawned.
He didn't take no time off.
No, hold on. No, it's not about time off.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that
I'll try to explain a little bit clearer here, quicker. Drake went through 2 years of bad press. 99% of media niggas jumped off the bandwagon. They stopped giving him the benefit of doubt. They all said that he had to go away, go drink some ayahuasca. Yo, it's over for him. They wrote him off. They shitted on everything he was doing. Every time he tried to tease a record, yo, bro, he need to just go find himself. Yo, he need to take a break. Bro, he needs to go. When the media is putting that type of tint on your career, you can't win. You can't. I was the only nigga on that side to say, fuck it. All of these niggas added up. I could balance it out. I tried to balance out me versus 1,000 media niggas to balance it out where, like, I'm not saying everybody got to love Drake, but y'all not even giving the nigga a chance. Now, after 2 years, the narrative went all the way back where they're like, yo, bro, shit is whack now. We want Drake. So the narrative is fuck that, like, hating shit or whatever. People want Drake. Now Drake drops Iceman. So you're going to hear me make the point. If Iceman was dropped 2 months after that battle, everybody and their mama will call it trash. That's how much perception and likability matters. So 2 years of him going through bad PR, it's only now when you know, he had to kind of like, well, I'm not saying he did this, but I understand the mentality of wait until the right. That's why I kept saying stall him out. I said more and more people are liking you the longer they have to wait. And when people like you more, they're going to give your album more of a shot. And it fucking worked. The nigga's #1 again. Back on top. Back on road. Let's go. Listen, more OVO chains to come. Let's go, nigga.
He's back like he's never missed a step, in my opinion.
He never went nowhere.
Okay, but you're not.
We're acting like the Party Next Door album didn't have bops on it.
You're right. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that for 2 years, because of the battle and the fracturing of the fans, and also a lot of the media going against him, every negative, there was a time where negative campaigns or hate, things against Drake just didn't work. You know why? Because people were like, nah, that's not Drake. Everything negative said about Drake afterwards worked. You know why?
Worked how? What do you mean worked? When you say worked, what do you mean worked?
The people were carrying on these narratives.
After the battle, people believed Drake was a piece of shit. Anything negative, Drake may have done this to a fan. Remember this whole thing that they were doing with Kendrick? They were like, what about the guy in the wheelchair? They were like, they got this stuff. What's the name? Put it on the thing for Meet the Grams, or was it 616? So there was this thought that Drake was just a really fucking evil, narcissistic, just a piece of shit person. And any allegation that was coming out, the only thing that didn't come out, there was no real girl that came out to say he did nothing, but there was mad just like talking down on his character because it was at a time it was believable. Kendrick just sized him up and said, this guy not cultural. This guy ain't us. And everybody at that point, you had Joe would be like, man, fuck Drake, man. Don't talk to me now when Joe thought he was done to a certain extent. That was a thing. Like everybody has selective amnesia now that Iceman is kicking y'all ass. And this is why that's why I said I properly take my credit, and y'all gonna see that chain a lot more. You know why? Nigga, that chain, nigga, I earned with blood, sweat, and tears, nigga, because when all y'all niggas went against the movement, nigga, I was the only one. Nigga, I went 1 versus 1,000. It was 1,000 media niggas. All of them like E-bros, like them bum-ass niggas that was on that fucking show, DJ Dickhead. You had Elliot, it was all of y'all, nigga. And you know what I did? And that's what, nigga, I had this conversation with Drake. I said, Drake, don't worry about these media nigga. I'm going to give every single one of them belt to ass. I said, you better give every single fucking rapper belt to ass. We had that convo. And I gave every single media member belt to ass. Straight up. And he gave every rapper belt to ass. I think we did our job. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna see me and Drake toasting up in Toronto, okay? Listen, belt was applied, and I am happy. I like when my team win.
That was driving almost like groupthink about him and his entire career.
Have you ever heard the quote? Even dirty water makes flowers grow. So people can say negative shit they say negative shit about you all the time. Has that stopped your career?
No.
People say negative shit about me all the time. Has that stopped my career? People say negative shit about Drake. Has that stopped his career?
Okay, well, they say negative shit about Jay-Z, and he coming out in an interview saying he's trying to go on offense. Why?
Because y'all